Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Deck here. We're back. This is gonna be a recap and review for Daredevil Born Again. Season 1, episode 1 and 2. Damn. So basically, how can I start this off? Foggy's dead. Yeah. Okay, so they actually implemented and kept some of the things that were inside the Netflix's Daredevil. Basically, some pieces of it, they brought it into Daredevil Born Again. So they were working out Foggy's bakery shop still. It didn't show that scene. They're just inside, I guess you could say, how can I put it? They're inside Josie's bar, and since they're in Josie's bar, basically, Foggy was talking to another lady. But on the other hand, the thing is that Foggy had a phone call, and Matt was overhearing it, and surprisingly, Karen and Foggy, they know that he's Daredevil and they're okay with it because he's listened to a lot of people's conversations and they're having fun, they're drinking and stuff. But the thing is that I guess you could say Foggy's phone call, he's getting a message from one of his clients because he brought one of his clients over to his place, and Karen and Matt actually went outside of the bar to check on Foggy, see what's happening. And what's happening is that basically Foggy is hiding his client because his client has bad enemies. But the thing is that when Foggy's apartment was being broken into, it was broken into with a paperclip. There's a fly on the wall. And guess what happened to the fly? That paperclip? Someone threw a paperclip at the fly and killed it. It's Bullseye. Dexter's back. I'm like, oh my goodness. They brought Bullseye back. Yeah, seriously. He was in a whole different outfit. It's kind of like CW's Arrow. Oh my goodness. I posted a picture up. He kind of looked like that suit, but on his belt, he has a lot of knives, basically a lot of short shuriken knives as well. So he has that, and basically what happened was that he also has a pistol. I believe it was an M1 911 with the suppressor on it. But the thing about it is that basically, I guess you could say Matt was running and he said that, don't worry, I'm on it. So we saw him dressed in his Daredevil suit, but it wasn't the OG Daredevil suit. It looked a little bit more different. It looked like kind of like Deadpool stylish a little bit. Because reminder, he has a lot of Deadpool outfits and stuff at this time, basically. But when he was listening to the message, he was listening to the guy talking to Foggy's client and said, okay, I let you know where Foggy was at. All right, are you going to let me live? And Matt was like, oh, okay. So the intruder's actually looking for Foggy. He's going to kill Foggy. So Matt, on the other hand, he runs all the way back to Josie. Meanwhile, Karen and Foggy are still outside, and Foggy gets shot. Yeah, Foggy got shot right in the chest. He's bleeding out badly, and basically we see Dexter. Dexter actually has a mask. I already knew that it was Dexter. It was Bullseye, and basically he threw, I believe it was 1 or 2 smoke grenades, gas, inside the bar. Everyone had to rush out of the bar, and then basically, Karen was about to pull out her gauntlet out of her purse. You guys know about that because of the Punisher, basically. He helped her out. Anyways, she was about to pull it out, but Matt came in time and he disarmed him, and they're fighting inside the bar. So it was like a one-take scene, and Dexter, Bullseye, he didn't care. He was killing the civilians inside the bar. He killed 11 people inside the bar while fighting Daredevil. It was insane crazy. And basically, by the time they made it up to the roof, we could see like a lot of daggers that are inside his suits. Matt's suit, his Daredevil suit. He was wearing, I believe, how can I put it? Um, um, damn it, what's this guy called? The armor on his suit. He was wearing some kind of armor on his suit. I'll remember it eventually. Anyway, so he had a lot of daggers inside of him, and he was just plucking the daggers out of his, I guess you could say his outfit, and just throwing it right at Dexter. And he revealed unmasked Dexter, and they're on top of Josie's building. And while they're punching, while they're fighting, basically they're fatigued, they're out of breath. And Matt, he could easily hear Foggy like his last breaths, and he got pissed off. Yeah, he threw Dexter right off the roof. It was a 2 or 3 story building. Somehow, like, he landed like on his face, blood everywhere and stuff. Somehow the son of a bitch was kind of still moving, still alive or whatever. But he did want to kill Dexter right there. And it was surprisingly. So basically, he took off his mask and he threw his mask off the roof. He said, you know, forget this. But there's this, I guess, police chief. And this police chief, I guess he found out Matt's identity, but I guess he's an old friend of Matt, probably. I guess they'll do research into him. And so it says 1 year later. So basically, right now, Matt's going to court. When Matt went to court, he was a witness, and we saw Dexter. He was restrained up. Like, they made sure his hands were, like, cuffed and tight. He was also in a straight jacket and stuff. It was crazy. His hands were balled up and stuff. And so Karen was able to make it inside the courtroom. And afterwards, Dexter is serving life without parole. Yeah, for killing Foggy and 11 innocent civilians. It's crazy. So he's gone out of the picture. I knew Dexter was coming back. I knew he was coming back as Bullseye. Okay, so after that, I guess him and Karen, they were dating at first, but since they lost Foggy, they weren't in touch anymore. And their whole firm, their business and stuff is gone now. And basically, Matt, he does work at a different firm. He's a DA, though. And for Karen, she lives in San Francisco. So I believe her job is still like, if you see The Punisher season 1 and season 2, she lives in San Francisco, basically. And I suppose she's working on the daily news paper, basically. I believe that's her job still. I think that's where they're keeping her at right now. So other than that, after that, basically, we see Fisk. But Fisk is getting up in a suit. The last time we saw Fisk was basically in Hawkeye, but we did see him in Echo. He got shot by Echo, and I guess his story is like he took some time off from being Kingpin. Once he interrupted Vanessa's meeting with like the 5 heads of the family, like the mob bosses and stuff. Yeah, Vanessa is the new Kingpin, basically. So she took Wilson's place, and let's just say that, damn, she's ruthless and stuff. But he gave her the news. He says he has 25,000 votes, so he's gonna become mayor. I'm like, damn. So the thing is that about him becoming mayor, and Vanessa is like, she's basically taking his place as the new Kingpin, kind of. She has a lot of like dirty money on her and transfers, basically. That's what she's doing right now. And so basically, when Matt heard the news, Matt wanted to have a conversation with him. So the conversation with him was basically just want to see how Kingpin was doing, but he's no longer Kingpin. He's just Wilson Fisk, and he just wants to help the city, basically. He asked him, basically, it's been a year why did you stop being vigilante? He said a line has been crossed. We already know what happened. The line has been crossed. He tried to kill Dexter. He wanted to kill Dexter, basically. And also the death of Foggy. And Wilson was saying, is that some kind of pendant? Do you think? Matt said, I don't know. Probably it should be. But they threaten each other. So the thing is that Wilson is clean right now. A little bit. Allegedly, he's clean right now. So he says that basically to Wilson, if you step out of line, I will be there. And Wilson said, since I'm mayor, I'm going to make sure that there are no vigilantes in my city. In New York, I'm like, damn. And he said, okay, so we know where we stand by now. Okay, so that is pretty much insane right there. So there is another vigilante, but they only saw him on camera. He goes by White Tiger. I thought that it was going to be Iron Fist, but no, it's White Tiger, I guess, I suppose. And so when he was on the news, he shot out and give a shout out to like Peter Parker, like Tom Holland's Peter Parker Spider-Man. He said that he's gonna make sure Spider-Man, Daredevil, or White Tiger, anyone that dresses up in a vigilante costume is, I guess, going to be arrested. Basically, it's going to be a new law, I suppose he wants to put out there. I'm like, okay. But the person that Matt's working with in the office, they have pretty decent office, and I suppose the guy who found out that Matt is Daredevil, he's kind of like, I'd say he's working for them a little bit. He's like an agent, basically, and he's looking at resources and seeing who's dirty, who's not dirty, basically. And they're solving cases together and stuff. And this is a unique case because, well, Foggy's partner, I forgot her name, apologies, but she set him up. So she set him up on a blind date, basically. And things are going good for them, too. So I guess he's over Karen, basically, and he has a new girlfriend or whatever. But here's the thing, what's going on is that she's a therapist and stuff, and also not to mention about this. So their case is White Tiger. So they announced it was White Tiger. He's the one who's being trialed, but he basically, there's two cops that are trying to like beat on like an innocent person and stuff. And he was out of his suit, White Tiger. He was out of his suit and he was trying to stop the two guys from like mugging and beating up on this other person and stuff. And so he was able to stop them, but I guess one of the guys accidentally stepped over the monorail, got ran over by a train, and then I guess the other dude pulled out his gun and said, NYPD, you're under arrest. Wow. Dirty cops. Not surprising. So Matt's basically, he's taking on that case. He knows that there are dirty cops. He just needs to find the witness. He does find the witness, and he tells the witness to go find his guy. His guy's already waiting for him, and he'll keep him safe. Meanwhile, the two dirty cops, basically, they walk into the witness's house, and they basically were about to kill Matt. But Matt was basically, I guess you could say, he was trying to tell them, don't do this. You don't want to do this. You don't want a piece of me. And Matt beat the hell out of them. He beat the shit out of them. He broke their elbow in their femur, and basically I think he did snap one of their necks because they flipped over and they only landed on the side of their head, basically, and there's like blood everywhere. So this is a rated R TV series right here. I can tell you that for a fact. The matter is right there. And I don't know what's going to happen next, people. So that's my recap and my review of Daredevil Reborn Again. First 2 episodes of the first season. We haven't saw Frank yet. We will see Frank. We will see him soon. But I'm pretty sure that Daredevil, we're going to see his full arsenal. We're going to see a lot of basically his suits and his helmets. Eventually, we'll find them. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel as always. And yes, of course, I'll see you all in the next one.